hope that we will add to European well-being of populations that sometimes are health illiterate or having difficulties in staying healthy, and lifestyle and life course elements of keeping people healthy. We hope to add to the possibilities of the medical and context medical community, so they can add to this ambition in other European contexts, and that we'll learn from each other. For me, everything should be rather practical, because we can talk a lot about this theoretically, but from the perspective of physicians working in the field, you need some very practical solutions for the problems we see in society. And obviously you have differences between the European countries in how healthcare is organized.
We're creating a EUniWell master program that doesn't only involve the European universities that are part of EUniWell, but also associated partners, NGOs, cities, mayor offices are involved. And this master program brings together the field of peace studies, global justice, and health and well-being, which again are completely different perspectives, but have an underlying common strand, and that is, how do we really support and provide the structures for human flourishing in a progressive way, and that's exciting as well. I mean, loads of challenges, of course, with different education systems, administrative requirements, perspectives. The big dream is probably not very original, because other arena managers will have the same one, and that's the common vision of really an integrated European university campus that can also provide innovative, maybe some experimentally crazy approaches to the future of education, and contribute hopefully also to Europe as a hub in the global context. So nothing extraordinarily exciting here, other than the plan we already charted for ourselves in terms of what EUniWell is supposed to achieve.
Well-being is very important, because a different level of education, in my opinion, have an essential role to play in supporting students to make their lifestyle choices more healthy, and to understand the effects of their choices on their health and well-being. A good achievement was to compare our teaching systems to know how we can, at the end, provide encompassing new courses to be taught at European level. To make our mission come completely true, that is to empower cutting-edge research, education and training, and interact closely with the society to enhance global and regional well-being in social, environmental, economic and cultural terms is very important. And this mission covers the traditional missions of universities, but places these universities under the overarching framework of global well-being.
The ultimate goal is human well-being. In particular, the cultural ecosystem services within which even educational services are considered are represented by non-material benefits that the population obtains from ecosystem. Education is one of these services and is an expression of cultural production. In the framework, the main transversal constituent of well-being is freedom of choice and freedom of action. And it is properly in this framework that the Teachers' Education Arena is working, committed to focusing on new areas of competence that should characterize the training of teachers for the futures. The aim is to develop a joint vision of a more hybrid teachers' education, where teaching and learning are merged, giving input also to policymakers for innovative way to think and to implement teachers' training in an international perspective, more consistent with the needs of a changing world.
The Teacher Education Arena and the network among universities and schools of the partner countries allow us to foster our international perspective, working outside of our country dimension toward a future European teacher. So the great challenge is to work together to support international mobility of pro-service teachers, but within a common European curriculum based on cooperation with the schools and territories. And I think that this is the added value. But the EUniWell and the Teacher Education Arena is working and worked to define innovative areas of competencies and related standards, also coherent with the results of the other arenas. So, for example, standards are related to sustainability, to inclusion, well-being, healthcare, guidance, and these are standards not yet defined in the international literature and framework on teacher competencies.